Tubers High Score Challenge. It's the Tubers High Score Challenge World Cup. 16 competitors in a knockout tournament style. The theme of the tournament is console games, mainly Sega and Nintendo. The game we've got here is Wiz and Liz, and my opponent is Lucas Rainford. Putting this run together on a Friday evening. We only get 1 week to do the challenge. We agreed when we're going to sort of post our scores. I know Lucas was keen to post his. He said I can post mine whenever, but I thought it'd be nice to wrap it up on a Friday anyway. I've sort of put this run together a few minutes ago or so, and yeah, sort of quite pleased with the result really. I was just going to record the commentary as it were, sort of live on the laptop as I played it, but the laptop microphone's so rubbish. It's kind of like I decided against it. But I think for next season I'll get myself a microphone so I can speak and grunt as we're playing the game. But anyway, yeah, onto the game itself. Wiz and Liz. It's the default settings. With these default settings, I think we only get the sort of first sort of batch of levels, as it were, and there are sort of more levels on sort of higher difficulties. But this one sort of just is a sort of set sort of round of like the first set of stages. The best way to describe it, it took me a couple of goes just to sort of get the idea of it and to work out what's happening, because it's a collect 'em up type game where you basically got to save all the rabbits on each level. So it's a bit different. You're not actually sort of shooting anything, which makes a massive change, or punching something. So yeah, nice bit of variety in the gameplay compared to what I usually play. It moves silky smooth as well, really smooth. Yeah, the idea is to save the rabbits by basically running into them as quickly as possible. When you run into them, they sort of release the sort of letters you need to complete the level, and then they start releasing bonus items and things as well. But it moves really quick. It's really responsive, and yeah, I use the phrase again, silky smooth. It is like that. It controls brilliantly. And the scoring, there's like a lot of different layers to it in a way. There's the points you get, as you can see from that screen there, from like saving the rabbits, and you get sort of bonus points for sort of like the fruit you collect, and there's sort of bonus points for any sort of stars you get on top of that. So all sorts of different ways of scoring points. And what happens in between each level is you usually get a fruit after collecting enough fruits after saving rabbits on a level, and you can put those into the pot, and it sort of gives you a bonus sort of like between levels. I did have a look at a list, and there are sort of like set combinations which tells you sort of what you get and things, and to be honest I didn't really have time to sort of memorise those, so I sort of just went through this right randomly. But you do get some very, very interesting bonuses throughout, sort of depending on the combinations you use. I don't know how much say you've got in terms of what fruits you get on this first set of stages of this difficulty anyway. I was just basically sort of like, taking what I was given basically, and sort of just like putting them in the pot as I found them. I don't know if on the higher levels there's like more of a chance to sort of like pick and choose what fruits you get. Yeah, and I don't know whether the fruits I was picking up here are sort of based on which stage I'd selected, because you get to choose each stage before you go into it, or if it's sort of just random, or if it just happens in sequence. Yeah, to be honest, I've just like not worked out the game to that level of detail, so I was just ploughing through it basically. But yeah, so save the rabbits there, and so get a few fruit items as well. Those tea things are very useful. They sort of give you more time, and that's one of the main mechanics of this game. Really, is that the whole threat, as it were, is that you've only got so much time to complete the stage, and that's how you lose your lives. There's nothing to actually kill you as such, but you can run out of time. And of course you want to rescue the rabbits as quickly as possible and pick up those sort of T bonuses as quickly as possible, just to dispel mix there. But as it happened, got sod all from that. But anyway, but yeah, so the time carries over between stages as well. So you really don't want to waste any seconds whatsoever on any particular stage, because time just gets uptight later on. And as you can see, I'm sort of running out of my first lot of time here, and out of time, there goes my first life. So maybe if I would have been a bit quicker on some of those first stages, because I was trying to save all the rabbits, maybe if I would have just saved enough just to get me past the level, then sort of dived into the exit, that would have sort of saw me through a bit longer perhaps. I was quite keen to collect because it's the bonus lettering as well. You get, I think there's all these like different things here. Like you've got the lettering at the top, which says Tronk there at the moment, which is the letter you need to collect to get into the exit to complete the level. But any rabbits you save after that, you get sort of like you get like the fruit ingredient bonuses, and then you get like the star bonuses, which are worth more points, and you tend to get a bonus letter as well, which is like the bonus lettering at the bottom there. And if you do complete the bonus lettering, then you get a bonus stage which is worth a stack of points, which we'll see later, no spoilers. So it's sort of well worth collecting those. But yeah, there is that balance, because if you do lose a life, you do also lose your bonus lettering, so there's no point sort of trying to sort of collect everything and try and get that bonus letter if you're going to lose it all anyway. So certainly there's a lot to think about, as you sort of run around sort of trying to save the rabbits, and I think I missed out on a few rabbits there, so just sort of save a bit of time. Okay, so it's a nice sort of score roundup at the end there. Okay, and here's the in between bit where we mix the fruit. So I've got the two ingredients there. Yeah, there's two buttons, by the way. There's jump and sort of like drop down from ledge. So jump's the main one you need, of course. Yeah, those two fruits have given me a very interesting bonus. Wasn't sure what to expect, but it's kind of like a game of Snake here. It took me a minute to work out what was actually happening here, but yeah, it's the good old classic Snake game. And yeah, of course, the quicker you get the number, the more points you get, and it's worth getting it even if it ticks down to 1 or whatever, because if you miss one, that kind of like really adds a lot of length onto your tail. But yeah, if you get like a 9 or something, as I did there, it's like 50,000 points, which is huge. 25,000 points for freight there. Swig of me beer. So not too much to talk about in this bit. It's the game a lot of people know. Reminds me of the days of Nokia's, good old Nokia phones, and there's a game on the Amstrad called Isotopes, on one of the Amstrad cover sets, which I really liked, which was kind of like, you could also sort of change the speed and things as well on that. It could be very fast paced and intense, very enjoyable. The thing is though, I mean, yeah, with Snake, with this bonus round as well, it does take a while, so it's kind of like, I didn't really want to spend sort of like too long just like going around on this screen, sort of getting all these numbers, even though they are worth stack points. yeah, didn't quite spot that. I kind of saw it, but I wasn't sure if that was like just like a little bit of graphic poking out which I could get past or not. But yeah, it was the end of my tail which I ran into. But oh well. So here we go again. So collect all the rabbits on the stage. Because the controls are that smooth and that responsive, it's kind of like there's a lot of reflexes involved in terms of like collecting the rabbits, and like your character's got momentum as well, so you end up going at a fast pace. So you're constantly sort of like darting around the screen and sort of jumping to collect the bonuses, then jumping the other way, changing direction in the air to collect things before they float off, like one or two did there, and then sort of trying to find the next rabbit straight away as quickly as possible. So it's all very much like go, go, go. Not sure if I accidentally jumped into the exit there or not. I might have done. Sometimes, yeah, it's like if you're on the lookout for points, sometimes you can accidentally sort of like dive into the exit before you've collected as many rabbits as you might want to. Okay, more fruit mixing. Absolutely nothing. Oh well. Yeah, I've had some strange, some really interesting sort of sub games where you can get a lot of points. When I was doing a practice run, I came across this one where like you splat tomatoes onto these like two faces, and you can get a lot of points depending on if you manage to sort of hit them square on or not. I'm sure there's lots more as well. I mean, the website I looked at with which listed these sort of different bonuses. There's like, yeah, there's lots of different bonuses. A bit of a pro tip as well, like when you're collecting the initial set of letters to fill the top one, like with the last letter, just make sure you hit one rabbit, because if you're running, say, sort of like 4 of them, then it'll be sort of 4 of that same letter, which I don't think sort of like really helps. But if you collect that one rabbit, then, for example, then hit the next 3 after you've collected the letter, then you'll get the 3 fruits. So it doesn't let you onto the fruit until you collect all the letters. And yeah, I lost another life there. Time ran out. On my early runs, I mean, to be honest, I've only sort of given it a few runs, but yeah, this is kind of like the pace I was losing lives at. It makes me wonder, yeah, how quick you'd need to be to do it without losing a life. Super quick, I'd imagine. Wed rabbits. Just as it says on the tin. We have red rabbits. There we go. interestingly, just noticed that the moon there so it goes red as well. And which I suppose that brings me to the graphics of this game. Yeah, really nice. I like them a lot. Okay, and yeah, those red wabbits worth a ton of points there. So yeah, pretty lucky getting those ready. Again, I sort of like I don't know the combinations needed for whatever bonuses, so it's fortune I got that. And yeah, I honestly didn't know it was going to be this again, but it's another snake thingy, and yeah, snake being snake, these things take a while, so I'm just going to get another drink and be back soon. Right, back again. Still going, I see. Get myself into a bit of a box here. I have to use all my snake skills. Oh, fuck that up. Oh well. Okay, so 2 levels left. Not quite sure why I'm dithering around there. I think by this stage as well, I think it showed up on an early level, but whilst in the early levels you only need to save a certain amount of rabbits before you can use the exit, and by this stage you do need to rescue every last one of them before the exit opens. Yeah, I think at the stage, in fact, yeah, I remember what I was doing now. Like, for some reason, I had it in my head from earlier, and that it's good to get the bonus stage on this snowy level, but it probably doesn't make a difference. I don't know. So sometimes when I played the snow one before, it just seems to give me loads of bonus letters. I kind of had most of them anyway, but I don't know. I think I was sort of trying to work out how much time I had left. And if I should sort of go for the bonus now, because you don't want to activate the bonus stage when you haven't got much time left, and because if you run out of time on the bonus thing, then you lose at least most of your points. I can't remember if you lose all of them. I was doing a bit of a different tactic as well, just by sort of like pelting it across the screen, just like constantly running, and that seemed to work well because there's like 40 or 50 odd of them to collect. But yeah, managed to get them all and get to the exit as well, and a bit of a time bonus as well from all those tea things I picked up. Moved on to the vodka and Coke Zero. So I know it's the healthy option, but yeah. I kind of alternate between having Coke Zero and normal Coke. I pretend Coke Zero is the healthy option, but I don't know. So, yeah. I got blue rabbits. So yeah, this is the final level as well. And I suppose I might as well say now, but yeah, I think it's like 2-player. I've not really looked into it. I'm not sure if it's cooperative or competitive or both. But both ways would be very interesting, I'm sure. And also as well, I'm not sure, but sometimes when I collect some fruit on the kind of like in between stage, some of them would like be spinning faster. I don't know why that was either. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's things like there's lots of like little things to this game, lots of interesting things. And yeah, fortunately just picked up a time bonus at the end there. Unfortunately I've got 2 lives left anyway, but time bonus is certainly welcome now when you're about to run out. And I was bitterly disappointed that the blue rabbits were only worth 500, which is like I think that's the normal amount they're worth, I think. I wanted them to be like 5,000 or something. So all the stages done. There's kind of like a end of round boss, the Freaky Flower, and I've got the second button kind of does a spell thingy, kind of like zap it. it's not too bad at all once you work out its pattern. Basically, it bounces around, run under it when it bounces. Just don't let it pin you in the corner, just run under it each time, no problems. And there we go. Yeah, not too difficult at all that. Defeated the freaky flower, all the rabbits are saved. And it kind of gives you more points. Based on how many you did for the whole world. Yes, so I suppose that's it, yeah, like you get different worlds. On this particular difficulty, there's just that world. But I think from what I've read on other difficulties, you get other worlds to challenge as well. So it's giving me sort of more bonus points from what I've got left as well. I like it when games do this, so just keep giving you loads of points. Nice. Well done, thank you. Yes, it's a game I'd quite like to return to at some point. Try out some of those try some of the other levels, see what they're like. And you know, in terms of like 3 lives, you know, that's still a decent challenge. Oh no. Not again. All the rabbits being kidnapped or rabbit napped or whatever. Can they be saved once more? Maybe. So that's the score. 1,330,245. Only 4th on the scoreboard there. I'm guessing the scoreboard's maybe if you play on a higher level you get to earn more points, of course, and maybe that's how you get the top score there. I doubt you could get that top score on that world alone, but who knows? I could well be wrong on that. It'd be nice if there's sort of scoreboards for each level actually, because it's a really good score at that game, and if you sort of knew the sort of fruit combinations and if you could plan for them as well, then that could be pretty intense. But anyway, there we go. It's and they're just short of half hour, so within the time frame as well. That's it. That's my